Hello guys, welcome to this Rome Total War online commentary battle. This is a 30k Denari battle and the rules were no artillery and no elephants. And let's have a look at my troops. I command the Greeks. I got 9 squadrons of Spartan Hoplites, gold, 6 squadrons of General's Armoured Bodyguard, gold, and 1 unit of Peltasts. And this because I had spare money, so I just decided to bring them along to the battle. And my opponent commands the Romans, and his name is Rust, and he's got 5 squadrons of Archer Auxilia, silver, 10 squadrons of Urban Cohort, gold, and 2 squadrons of Praetorian Cavalry, gold. So at this point he swings all his cav to the left flank, and I rush my Peltasts forward to soak up some of his peeler, but they get shot by his archers, so there was no point. At least the archers are firing at them and not at my Spartan Hoplites. But there's no point in bringing archers to this big money battle anyway, because they're not going to do much damage. Well, they will do damage, but they're not going to be that much important as in low Denari battles. So at this point he retreats, and I wasn't sure why. I thought because maybe he wanted to deplete his missiles first before engaging, and I decided to rush forward because I did want to engage him and I didn't want him depleting all his missiles. And yeah, he swings all his archers behind his cav down here. Cav is on his left flank, and he retreats again. When I charge, he retreats again. And I didn't want to take his healer damage either, so I finally managed to catch up with his Urban Cohorts, and he swings all his Archer Auxilia behind his cav, and he's got 4 squadrons of Urban Cohort down that flank, and he's going to link them with his main body. So seeing this, his 2 squadrons of cav was isolated from his main body, so I decided to, seeing as I had the superior cav advantage, decided to charge him and basically defeat his cav, so that I can then use my cav to charge into the back of his Urban Cohorts. But then he takes out his 2 hidden squadrons of Praetorian cav, which I wasn't expecting, and he charges into my guys. So here I see them, and I decided to send one of my spare Spartan Hoplites to help, because otherwise, without the infantry support, my cav will be losers here. So I decided to send my Spartan Hoplites, but for some reason they engage very late. At this point they stop, and I wasn't sure why. So here finally they engage. I probably should have surrounded him, gone around him. So down my right flank, 1 squadron of cav is depleted, and soon all my cav is going to be depleted here. Here I'm losing guys as well. So I got 12 men remaining, and he's got 28. And here down the middle, I lose 2 more squadrons of cav, and he runs away from my Spartan Hoplites. And here I lose all my cav down. So he has a cav advantage now. And let's have a look at what happens in my left flank. Here everything is pretty much even. Not much battle going on, it's just stand up pretty much. So yeah, here I have his Spartan Urban Cohorts surrounded in both flanks. But since my cav is depleted, and seeing as he is bringing his cav behind my army, I decided to take 1 Spartan Hoplites and peel them off and charge his cav. But he's playing cat and mouse game here. He just runs away from my Spartans because he doesn't want to engage. And 2 of my cav came back from routing, and that's what happened there, and they charged into the cav hoping to pin them down, but didn't really work. So I peel off another set of Spartan Hoplites, and I have 2 squadrons in reserve in case his cav charges. So I'm protecting my back there. And here I think the Spartan Hoplites were depleted to 18 men by archers. So yes, archers can be quite deadly, I guess, in a Denari battle. So yeah, here it's basically cat and mouse game. He comes in, I charges, he runs away, and so yeah, at least he's not charging. So I'm keeping his cav at bay with 2 squadrons of Spartans, and seeing as he was running away, he's running too far away, I decided to bring my Spartans in closer. So he tries to outflank in my right flank with the Urban Cohorts. So I turn my Spartans around to engage him. Here I route 1 unit of Urban Cohorts, and there's another set of Urban Cohorts going. I lost 1 set of Spartans at this moment. There they go, down there. So yeah, one of my another general's army bodyguard stopped routing, and he's got 6 units left. So I bring him in. So let's have a look. My right flank here looks pretty good. I charge into the back of Urban Cohorts, and they're out immediately. And my left flank looks okay as well. It's currently I have 40 men and I have 66, so kind of winning there. But my middle, he's got 2 squadrons of Armoured Cohort against my 1 squadron of Spartans, and they're losing at the moment. So my middle isn't looking very good, but my both flanks are looking good. So here I surround his Urban Cohorts, but he swings his cav in and charges in the back of my guys. So seeing as he finally engaged, I send my reserve in to engage his cav. So his archers are still firing at back of my guys, but I just now he takes off his cav because he sees my Spartans closing in and he doesn't want to be surrounded. So his cav is now depleted, but he's still got some cav left, so he still got the advantage. But his infantry is losing. I got better infantry right now, more numbers. His right flank is destroyed. I mean his left flank, my right flank, and here he swings his cav to the center and decides to charge into the side of my guys. I'm not sure why he charged the side, and he said takes another and charges in the back of my center, and they deflate immediately, rout immediately. So my center is gone, but my flanks are good. So I try and pin his cav down here by trying to surround him, but it doesn't work. He runs away and he charges into the back of another set of squadron of Spartans in my left flank here. So I decided to peel off this set of Spartans and surround him because I don't want him getting away. So yeah, if I can destroy his cav, then I'm in a good position. Here he decided to retreat his Urban Cohorts and reform his lines, while his archers are still firing at my guys. So here I pretty much destroy his cav, but his general gets away somewhere here. Yeah, there you go. 1-man army. So yeah, so he reforms his lines here, and I bring my men forward to engage him, and he charged his Archer Auxilia down my right flank, and them against my Spartans, they're no match. He's still got some missiles left and he's still firing at my guys. So he takes another Archer Auxilia and charges into the side of my Spartans. They'll survive fine, and here I've engaged his remaining troops with 2 squadrons of my Spartans, and he peels off one of the Urban Cohorts and try and flank me while his general charges from behind. So yeah, his general is fighting in the middle of Spartans, 1 Romans against 58 Spartans. So yeah, here he takes Urban Cohorts and try and charge into my back, and he does. So I finally down his general, and I peel off one of my Spartans, intending to support my left flank, but seeing as his archers were charging, I decided to stop that and engage those Archer Auxilia. So I don't want them charging to my back of my guys either. So here I destroy his left flank, so I try and outflank his Urban Cohorts, who is sitting quite strong here. So yeah, things are looking good for me right now. He's still got some missiles and he's still firing to the back of my guys on my left flank. So at this point I decide to peel off because I'm currently losing my left flank. As you can see, I had 41 men, now I'm losing men. So I decided to peel off these Spartans that I was fighting the archers, and decided to charge into the Urban Cohorts, and they're out immediately. And his remaining Urban Cohorts are out as well at one point. So he charged into the back of my guys with his Archer Auxilia, but I engaged him as well with my Spartans, and his Urban Cohorts are out here. Both his Urban Cohorts are out, and now all he has left is archers. So that's the game for me pretty much. Now all I have to do is just chase down his archers. So we're going to cut here and go to the end screen. So yeah, that's the results. I won. That's an average victory. Thanks for watching, guys.